Hi, I'm Miss Barb. I'm here at the Lenawee District Library, and I've come to show you how to do some spooky origami. There's a kit you can pick up at the library or any of the branches, and it looks like this. Has a couple of pieces of paper in it and a few other things. I'm going to start by showing you how to do this little jack-o'-lantern. Mine has faces on two sides. Now, you don't have to do that. You can have a face on just one side. But for this, we're going to need an orange square paper from your kit, the chenille stems from your kit, and we're also going to need a pencil, a round one if possible, some kind of a black marker or pen to draw the face, and some kind of a poking tool to help open up the pumpkin. This is a bamboo skewer from the kitchen. A crochet hook works very well. Something not too pointy. I'll be using the dull end on this because I don't want to tear the paper. So let's get started. You're going to take your square of paper and you're going to fold it in half. Take the bottom edge up to the top. Be sure that the corners are lined up, the edges are even, and then make a nice sharp crease. Looks like this. Then open it back up. Now you're going to turn your paper halfway, quarter turn actually, and once again, take the bottom edge up to the top. Match the corners, match the edges, and nice sharp crease. It looks like this again. And then open it back up. Now you're going to flip your paper over and put it in front of you so it looks like a diamond. We're going to take the bottom corner, match it up with the top corner, make sure the edges match, and again, a nice sharp crease. Looks like that. Open it back up, turn it a quarter turn, and do the same thing. Take the bottom corner up to the top, make the corners match, the edges match, and make a nice sharp crease. Okay, looks like this. You're going to pick it up by these two corners, and then you're going to bring your hands together a little bit and look what the paper wants to do. Can you see this kind of propeller shape? That's what we want. So I'm going to push the edges together, and then I'm going to flatten it so I have two layers on each side. And I'm going to put it down in front of me. Now, I'd like you to put it in front of you so that the long side is toward you. Mine is upside down to me because this is the way I want it to look to you. Okay? Now, you're going to take this outside corner here, and you're going to fold it all the way up to the top, kind of on a diagonal here. Make the corners match and make a nice sharp crease. Your fold line should go right into the center of the triangle there at the bottom. Do the same thing on, looks like this. Here's the one I just folded up. Now we're going to do same thing with this corner. Up to the top and crease. Can you see the diamond on top of your triangle? Flip it over and do the same thing on the back. So this outer corner comes up to the top, crease. I've got 3 of them up there now. 1 more to go. Up to the top and crease. Now the whole thing is a diamond shape. So you're going to take one of these top 2 corners here, it doesn't matter which one, and you're going to fold it down to the bottom and do a pinch fold. So I'm lining up the corner with the bottom, I'm hanging on to it, and then I'm just pinching in the center. I'm not creasing it all the way, just a little pinch in the center so it marks the center for me. I'm going to take my pencil. So I'm looking for a point that is below where this crease line is. Here's my crease line. Maybe you can see it. And I'm looking for a spot that's a little bit above that. I'm just going to put a dot there to mark it to help me with my next fold. So now I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to fold it into that dot. Is this going to turn out right? Yes. So I've folded over a triangle, kind of on an angle here. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one over here. I'm going to fold it so that it lands right across from this. It's important that it doesn't go across the center line. So I have to be sure it stays on its own side. That little dot is helping me. So it looks like that. Now you're going to flip it over. And on the back, you're going to do the same thing. But you need them to match the ones you've already done. So I'm going to fold this one toward the center, but I'm keeping an eye on the back here so that I can make sure that it matches. And again, make sure that that corner that I'm folding in does not go past the center line. And crease it. Looks like that. There's the one I just folded in. Same thing over here. Bringing it in, matching it with the one that's behind, and making sure that the corner doesn't go past the center line. And it looks like that. Kind of a, actually it's a hexagon, but it's a funny hexagon. Okay, a couple more folds here. We are going to lock this into position. So if you'll look at the top here, you should be able to find 4 loose flaps. Those have to be locked inside of the pumpkin. So one at a time, we're going to do this. I'm going to take this one right here, and I'm going to fold it out over the triangle flap that I had folded in before. This triangle right here, I'm folding this over it evenly, right along the top side of that triangle. It sticks out past the edge of the pumpkin, that's fine. Because I'm going to take that corner now, and I'm going to fold it back in along this outside edge. So I just folded this back inside. I have one more fold now. I have a little point that's sticking out that I'm going to fold up. This is the little point that I just folded up. Now I'm ready to do the locking. I'm going to lift up this whole flap. The side flap that I folded in has a pocket right here. Right there's a pocket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open that pocket and roll this triangle right down into that pocket. And it's going to disappear. So that's going to lock one side. You do the same thing over here. So once again, I'm taking the top point, folding it out to the side along the top of this triangle. Looks like this. It sticks out. Crease it. And then I'm going to take this edge that's almost vertical, and I'm going to fold it in just enough so that it doesn't stick out anymore. And then the bottom corner, I need to fold it up so that it's out of the way as well. So once again, I folded it out and then in and then up. Now, there's a pocket behind it, just like there was on the other side. Right there's my pocket. I'm going to take this triangle and I'm going to roll it down into that pocket, all the way down in so it disappears. Oh boy, we have to do the same thing on the other side. Flip it over. There's my 2 flaps. I'm going to fold this one out to the side along the top of this side flap. Sticks out, so I'm going to take this edge and fold it back in so it's no longer sticking out. And then I'm going to fold the very bottom corner up. again. I folded it down and then over and then up. I'm ready to tuck it in. So I'm going to lift up this part that I folded, look for the pocket underneath it, found the pocket, opened it up, roll that extra flap down inside, and it disappears. We're going to do one more time. So I'm folding out and creasing. It was down, I guess. Folding in and creasing, and a little fold up and creasing. And then I lift it up, find the pocket, take that, roll it into the pocket, and flatten it out and make it disappear. Ooh, that was the hard part. Okay. We have this, I called it a hexagon shape before. It has 6 sides, so it's a hexagon. But I want you to look at this top point and imagine there's a line right across here that connects this outside point with this outside point. That's where we're going to fold next. So I'm just going to fold this down. The very top point should land on your center line. Looks like that. Folded it down. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. This point down here needs to be folded up, and it's going to be folded up along a line that goes from this corner to this corner. So imagine a line across there. That's where I want it to fold. So, and it's thick down there. It's not an easy fold. Do the best you can to crease it. It looks like that. Only has 4 sides now. It's changed. Each one of those triangles that you folded over needs to be folded back the other way as well. So I'm going to turn it over and lift these up, and then I'm going to fold each one down on this side, just like I did on the previous side. That one down and this one up. So it looks like that again. And then I'm going to lift them up. Okay. We're almost ready to do faces. If you look at the side, either side, but I'm right here, I'm working on the left side, you'll see there's 2 layers. You're going to take the top layer and fold it over to the right side like turning a page in a book. And this is going to open up for you one side of the pumpkin. Actually, my pumpkin's upside down right now, so let's turn it around. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the back. Take one layer over to the other side so that you can find that clean side of the pumpkin. These sides in here have all these extra folds. That I want to be out of my way right now. So you're going to take your pencil and draw a face on here. Then you're going to color it in with your marker. I'm just going to do something really simple here. Those fold lines that we made at the top and the bottom help you know where to put the face. This is the part of the pumpkin that's going to be showing, that's going to have the face on. The top and the bottom part are going to be the top and the bottom of the pumpkin, so you don't want your face to be up here or down here. So let me use my marker. He's got eyes. Let me give him a nose. And we'll give him a grin. There we go. Mine looks like that. If you want to put a face on the back, you can, but you don't have to. I'm going to leave mine blank right now. Let's talk about how to inflate the pumpkin. I've got my inflation tool here, just in case, but I'm going to take a hold of the pumpkin by 2 of the layers that are not on the same level. I have one of the front layers and one of the back layers in my fingers right now. And I'm going to stand it on the table. I'm going to pull apart on those 2 layers and push down at the same time. And you can see that it's starting to take shape. Now I'm going to use my tool. There's a hole here at the top. And I'm going to put my tool in and help push out the sides. And I'm going to come up to the top and push out the top sides as well to get my pumpkin, more of a pumpkin shape. There. Almost done. But he needs a stem, don't you think? And maybe a curlicue. This is where you need that round pencil. First, for the curlicue, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap your chenille stem, the finer one, this is the thick one, this is the skinny one, around your pencil a couple times, and then take the pencil out. Nice little curl. You can bend it around a little bit to make it look a little more natural. I usually like to do that. And it's going to go in the hole at the top of your pumpkin, like that. The stem is going to go in there too. Just take your stem, fold it in half, and actually I'm going to put them all in at the same time. So I'm looking at how far I might want my stem to stick up. I'm thinking maybe like that, with my pumpkin being right here. So I'm even going to twist these together just a little bit and see if I can't stick them down inside there. Yeah. If you want to put a little glue on there, you can. Woohoo! I like that. And there's an origami jack-o'-lantern for you. Thank you very much.